continuing series of Great American Landmarks. Now, I'm not sure this compares to the Ponzi House in Lexington. Actually, it's far better than the Ponzi House in Lexington. This is just the main drag. Nice house there. Nice brick house. Nice little picket fence here. Guess you're not supposed to go down there. Nice little backyard. I guess it's just regular people that live next door. Designed by his father, a shingle maker by trade. This small gabled brick cottage was built in 1841. He moved to Port Huron, Michigan when he was 7. And he later bought the home from his sister's family. And his daughter opened the home as a memorial in 1947. So undoubtedly as a kid he would play down there. He'd go down in those woods and look at stuff. Of course, none of these trees are that old. But this tree is probably that old. There's a little tree there. Birthplace of Thomas Edison, Milan, Ohio. Gentleman appeared in the previous video. My curiosity is somewhat piqued. And for my foreign viewers, I think I'll just walk around and have breakfast here in the town of Milan, Ohio. So you have the Milan Wonder Bar. Petals on the Square, the Tranquility Salon and Spa. See, the Milan Wonder Bar is proudly serving Budweiser. Cardio, Sculpt, and Cardio, and Sculpt. Challenge Fitness. We have a little band shell here. No doubt the mayor stands up here and makes a speech. There's Effie's Attic and Cafe. It looks closed. In fact, Effie's is for sale. Kelly's Graphics and Fine Art. Now I suspect that having a nasty, suspicious disposition, I suspect that Effie and the mayor, well, let's just say the mayor had a little bit on the side. Didn't work out. Now Effie's is for sale. I feel like President Taft up here. Oh, it started out in a little town like this. I do feel like making a speech. Now this is the sort of town where cutting across the grass, I'm sure that police would instruct me to not do that. Here comes my friend again with the walking stick. Here's the War Memorial Register of Deaths. Wow, these are actually pretty detailed. Died in the war between the states. This guy died at Bull Run. S.M. Kukin. He fought at Cold Harbor, Atlanta, Petersburg, and Franklin. Of course, the Franklin campaign was what Townes Van Zandt referred to in one of the stories that he told about how he wrote Flying Shoes. He lived a good part of his life in Franklin, Tennessee. That's the City Hall, or might be the courthouse. Milan Courthouse. And as you can see, I'll be headed into the Invention. I've got a notion for a new type of breakfast. Eggs that light up. Why not? Some people say, why? I say, why not? Delightful. And fittingly, as you leave the Invention, no, I'm kidding. It's actually quite good, and they've got homemade pies. Main Street on the square. I'll just amble back to the car. There's Big Ben. Now hiring servers and experienced cook. Now, viewers of my extended travelogue will have recently seen me in my role, reprising my role as experienced short order cook on the big time stage, the Fleetwood restaurant. This could be my future. As a matter of fact, this whole place looks kind of like Back to the Future. That movie where Michael J. Fox pushes the DeLorean 88 miles an hour and goes back into the future, and the clock, it's exactly like this town. But there's the Village drive-through down there. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but that clock tower, it could easily be where Doc runs the wire when it gets struck by lightning. It could be Back to the Future. What's the name of that guy in that movie? The black guy who grew up to be mayor. And then the bad guy, Biff, whatever his name was, he said, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? All right, it's time for me to make like a tree.